Hello and welcome, y'all. Today we are going to take a look at the new roadmap for Soulmask. So they have sent out an update on Steam. The first part of what we're looking at here is quarter 3 for this year, so that's actually coming up pretty soon. It says there's new gameplay, a new mode, random PvP battlegrounds, and a new system, skin transmog system. So the PvP battlegrounds, I'm actually curious about that. I don't know if that's something more for like a PvE map, and then you have your PvP areas that you can play in, or if it's for both PvE and PvP or just PvP. So I'm really curious about that one. I think that actually sounds like it could be fun because I don't necessarily like strictly PvP, but sometimes having a little bit of PvP here and there, it's actually fun. I'm not opposed to it. So I'm curious about that. The new system for the skin transmog, that I'm really curious about. So I'm not quite sure what that means, but I'm intrigued. So curious of y'all's thoughts on all of this actually. So once we get to the end, I'll say a little more on that, but I am curious about that. The second section it says is a building system overhaul. There's going to be new building for a cryo chamber, new building item for a transmutation furnace, improved building mode, and a wealth of new decorations and building components. This I am ecstatic about. I absolutely love building in these survival games. Conan is my first love with building. I still have yet to find a game that truly compares to Conan's building system. Enshrouded, I have actually little by little started getting into, and I do really love the building system in that game a lot. That one is right up there with Conan so far. Soul Mask, I love the building here too. I just wish there were more options with it. And I think if they had more options, it could definitely compete. And with this right here, this building system overhaul, I'm truly hoping that this gets it there. Like I am ecstatic. I cannot wait to see what all this entails. So that's amazing. The next thing we're looking at is the user created content. Steam Workshop launch and developer kit release. This means mods are pretty much welcome and going to be used in Soulmask now going forward. So this is interesting. I'm really curious to see what people create for this game. There's so many things that could be done. I honestly can't wait. I love seeing a game and playing a game for what it is, for how the devs created it and wanted to share, how they saw the game and the world and all of that. But I also love seeing how players kind of make it their own as well. So this is actually interesting. I'm really curious to see what all comes of this. The last thing that I'm seeing for quarter 3 is the additional content, controller support improvements, new animal management interface, and much more. The controller support I'm excited for. I feel like that's something that should have been done a long time ago, but I know that's something that's not always easy to achieve, especially in a game like this where there's so much. There's so much that you would have to figure out how to make work with controller because controller is so much more limited than a keyboard. So I get it. I get it. But I'm really excited that they're actually getting there. Like they're making progress, they're trying. So that's really cool. And the animal management interface that I'm actually intrigued by. I think that's cool, and I love that they're actually giving more focus for animals, for your pets, for your mounts, for things like that. So I'm actually really excited for that. I think that's going to be cool. For quarter 4 of this, we're looking at a mount system improvement, new mount capture system, mask implants. I have heard a little bit about this, and this I'm actually very intrigued by because the way that it's sounding is that it's not just going to be capturing babies anymore. You're going to be able to capture the adults So that's going to be interesting. I'm really intrigued by that. I'm curious to see how that's going to work. That's going to be awesome. There's enhanced mount performance, which that sounds really good too. There's a new glider, which y'all, I can't tell you how many times I've either run off of a cliff in this game or wanted to jump off of a cliff in this game. The fact that we can have gliders to help with that, that's going to be awesome. So we can actually handle it. We don't have to have the ostrich all the time or anything like that or hurt our pets. That's going to be awesome. There's also new mounts. Y'all, we get new mounts. There's a wild boar, an elephant, and there's 3 dots after that. So could there be more? Will we have something else? I am intrigued. I'm excited for that. The boar, that's cute. That's cute and all. And the elephant's cute, but I'm curious what else could come from this. So that's interesting. The next part is an arena system overhaul. There is a neutral arena that they're adding. So this is interesting. I'm curious if it's something where players can just come together and if they want to have some kind of PvP battle or something they can, or if it's something completely different. Curious what that's going to end up being. So that's interesting. There's also additional content, experimental development of mount combat and mount abilities. Y'all, there was a point where they said that they more than likely would not allow for mount combat just because they wouldn't want people to have to get upset for losing their mounts and things like that. And I get it, and how pets more than likely are less likely to be aggressive and things like that. So, to a point, I can understand it. However, I do think that pets also become protective of their owners. So, I can kind of see it both ways, but I get it. So I'm curious where that's going to go. There's also the experimental development of mobile platform saddles. That's interesting. So we'll see what comes of that, but that I'm interested too. And it says there's much more. So then there's also a look into 2025. It says a new large map. Let me read that again. A new large map. Y'all, this game only came out still pretty recently, and we're already looking at getting possibly a new map. That's awesome. That I am so, so excited for. So we have a whole new map possibly to be looking forward to. There's an introduction of new large-scale gameplay systems, new weapon types, and more exciting content. This roadmap looks amazing. I am so excited, you guys. I want to hear y'all's thoughts, y'all's feelings. If you know anything more about it than I do, let me know. Put it in the comments. I'm always interested to see what y'all have to say, and I appreciate any information, input, any feelings y'all have on things. I'm more than happy and love to hear it. So, this is what I found. Let's see what happens. But for right now, I am super freaking excited for it. Thank you guys for watching. You are absolutely amazing. Please remember to like and subscribe for more. We'll keep an eye on all these updates, and I will catch you next time. Bye.